Hello, let's get you started on blacksmithing. This is assuming that you have found a cave already and realize that the walls in the cave aren't dropping small stones, but actual iron ore. Once you've got that in the self-explanatory charcoal making station set up, we're going to go ahead and put this in at a 3-to-1 ratio, charcoal to iron ore. And trust me, this is the easiest way to do this. You can experiment with the amounts, of course, yourself, but this is the way to go to make sure you don't accidentally waste all the charcoal or waste all the metal by accidentally turning it into slag. Speaking of, once you're on the bellows here, you want to keep the heat in the middle of these two lines. You go above the line, you will end up wasting the metal itself and turning into slag, which is complete and total useless junk as far as I can tell. And if it's too low below, you will not end up turning into usable bloom. You'll just waste the coal, charcoal, and have to start again. Now, once you are done, you either turn off the fire or it runs out of fuel. You'll have the option to take the bloom out here, and we can just start hammering on it. It will take a wooden hammer, and you'll probably go through a few during this process until you get to a metal one. And as you can see here, you kind of just keep damaging it until you can't damage it anymore. Then you flip it. It's the shape of a cube, so it has 6 sides. You can turn it to the right with R and forward with T. Once we're done hammering off all that slag, you go ahead and open it up and get your finished products. And we can take these over now to the blacksmithing extension of the workshop. Here we have a little forge that's powered with coal as well. Once we go ahead and light that, this is where we'll put that finished product we just got into. It'll heat up and cook, as you'll see here. And then if you go over to the left, you have the actual anvil. That's where we can choose what we're crafting. But as you can see, right now they're heating up to hot bloom or hot ingots, whatever it's called, but it's got to be that orange color before it's actually usable and will show up as a resource in the anvil menu to the left. As we can now see here, we can go ahead and make this large axe head, which, by the way, pro tip, don't do that one first, do the smaller one, trust me. Now this one is exactly the same process as when we were hammering away before, except instead of being a cube, it only actually has 4 faces, so you can't rotate it forward, you only just rotate it to the right. Only got to do it 4 times, where you're no longer inflicting damage on it, it's all cleared off with the slag. And then, once it's cleared, you go ahead and put water in the trough to your left here, and you can hit T to send it to that trough to quench, and then it is essentially done. Now from here you can either leave it in a little basket along a little basket section to the right of the forge, or you can put it in your inventory if you're crafting for yourself. It really depends on what you're doing next, but there is a place to store it where it's useful and available in the actual crafting bench itself. But like I said, definitely do the small axe first, because you need the wood from the small metal axe to make the large metal axe. So you're just you're gonna need more bloom if you start there, trust me. And that is the gist of it. That is essentially how you go ahead and do some blacksmithing without having to assign somebody to the station, and honestly, a lot of the time, you use it a lot less resources yourself. So if you found this useful or just want to keep up with things, go ahead and hit subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, tell me what you think. But yeah, feel free to follow along. Things are about to get pretty awesome here soon.